All right, everybody. I'm back again with the completely finished product. Well, except for the bar. Eventually, I have a beast car bar coming from Germany. It's taking forever, so I just put a Brand X carbon bar in there temporarily. It was inexpensive. But anyways, so I trimmed everything, cut everything, capped everything, so it's done. Aside from that, swap out in, who knows, a week or two, whatever. But regardless, took it for a little spin this morning, just around the block. I still have to do the down the stairs test, which is something fun I like to do. But just a quick overview again. Ferrum NVHT chromoly frame, made in Nevada. It's kind of cool. The satin black paint is amazing. With the white lettering is pretty sharp, even though it's a little bit blemish on the one side. It is what it is. It's still pretty amazing looking. My whole goal was to be all black with just a little bit of white here and there, which I think I accomplished nicely between the pedals, the tires, the seat, the lettering, just some little things like that. So all the components were cool. They're all black, which is kind of nice as well. I even did the rotors. I did the TRPs with the black two-piece, which is kind of cool. So anyways, it's a mullet setup. So 27.5 in the rear, 29 in the front. I ran a Newton ST in the front, which is a little bit knobbier, versus the Newton EN in the rear, which is, well, a little bit faster tire. The have a one-up dropper on that. That's 180 mil of travel. The binary seat I might replace eventually, but I think it's kind of cool. It's just not the most comfortable, but I might do another DMR saddle. I wish they made something else but camouflage, but it is what it is. So the biggest thing with this bike that's new, to me anyways, is the box components. I ran box 1 Prime 9, which is a 9-speed. So this cassette is a 9-speed cassette. This is actually a box 3 because the box 1s were out of stock until September. So eventually I'll swap that out. But for now, saved me a couple bucks because it was pretty cheap. But the box 1 derailleur, the black chain is just wicked cool, and it matches the bike perfectly. I couldn't have asked for anything better than that. The setup was a little bit different, but you know, most drivetrains seem to be about the same because I've used the TRP, TR12, I've used SRAM, GX Eagle stuff forever. So as now I'm expanding my horizon about drivetrains, I'm just noticing that they're all pretty similar. This one had some interesting things though, like you can't lock out the cage here. So it's a little bit different just putting the chain on, but it was pretty straightforward. Chain might be, I could tighten that up a little bit, but I think it should be fine. But it runs good. I did some adjustments on it like a normal derailleur, and it shifts good. It's nice. It's just a 9-speed. I'm a big 12-speed guy, but you know what? It's got about the same range, just with less gears, so it's should be pretty cool. I can't wait to get on the trail. I set up with quadiums up front and rear brakes, which I love TRP. I use those in Magura, and I've been kind of leaning more towards TRP just because the modulation is pretty fantastic on these. They even have adjustments for your lever, how far you want it to be in or out. The headset's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can't see this, but I did a box. They're really cool, the way it's set up. There you go. It's like an open spacer with carbon on either side, just to kind of make it look a little different. The DMR stem is pretty unique too. It's got 2 bolts that go from inside here that tighten around this versus the typical, you know, just squeezed together type thing. Anyhow, 180 mil of travel DVO Onyx fork, which I love DVO. And it is what it is. The 226 Sources hooked me up with a set of their branded Nextie 3K carbon wheels, which they're a little bit narrow for my liking, but we'll see how they work out. I finally got the tires to mount on their tubeless setup. I put some Stan's race sealant in them, and everything's good so far. I'm just not used to such a narrow rim. It's 27 millimeter internal. I usually run 30 to 33, depending on the tire. I do have a set of E13, one carbon and one alloy wheel in a mullet setup in case. But for right now, this will work because it's all black. It looks pretty cool. So anyways, that's the bike. I'll keep you posted on the trails. And if you have any questions, let me know.